All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. There's our phone number. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Text us, call us, follow us on social media. Bada bing, bada boom, right? All right, now, so we've talked about Kavanaugh. And I would really like to. How do I put this? There's a lot of grandparents. Let's just say, let's work with 65 and older right now, okay? Parents, when, some things have not changed, and they just have not changed. They're not going to change generationally. We send kids off to school. When they come home, we ask the question, what'd you do today in school? Right? Period. We hope, we have so many self-help books as parents. We went through a phase in this country where, make kids your friend. And then you realize, wait a minute, I better be a parent first. Okay. So we've gone through all that. We've had all the child psychology books out there for parenting. And we hope we have maintained the relationship with our children that when they get home from school, they say, yes, this is what happened today. And you'll never guess what happened in science class. Okay. What we used to think was Jimmy stood up and changed his pronoun in the middle of science class. Look at me. You think I've lost my damn mind? You don't know. So through generations, all of them, we came home as kids, and we were not exactly honest with mom and dad what happened today in school. Obviously, we kept the highlight points, but some things, it was in that kid world that you did not know about. So as things have changed over the years, you think your little Billy is going to school, and you pat him on his head, and and he's going to school and everything's good there, and he comes home and he's still little Billy. Little do you know, in school, the kids see things a different way. Now, we've talked about Kavanaugh, all right? If you would take the time and see what's going on, if you're 65 and older, you would be blown away with what's happening with a 10-year-old kid in school today, 10 to 15 in that area right now. Your grandchildren, you would be blown away. You have beautiful grandchildren, you go pat them on the head, they're still playing baseball, they're in the school play, and you pat them on the head, and you go home, and you have no idea that everybody in school now is bi. I sit down with a very intellectual young man. I was amazed by this young man, 15 years old in high school, Saturday. He said, everybody's bi. And everybody, they want you now to ask, what's your pronoun? I'm serious as can be. And I was blown away. I'm sitting here Saturday at the kitchen table, and this young man and I happen to be my nephew. I'll put it out there, my nephew, and we're sitting there, and he is describing to me transgenders in school, and everybody is bi, and he said all the kids are trying things. Now, I know you're wondering this morning why I'm going into this, because you hear Second Amendment guns, and they're going to take your guns, okay? I'm with you. All right, pro Second Amendment, right? And yes, Beto O'Rourke said it. Now, what did I tell you yesterday, right? I said, don't get mad at Francis for telling the truth. Number 19, give me number 19, right? I said to you yesterday on the show, hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15. Francis there. Right. And I like that. Cindy said it Friday. I was watching the show, and I actually spit coffee out when when I'm always looking at Beto and he's giving it that, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And then Cindy framed it for me on the All-Star panel. It's like he's riding a bucking bronco. I was like, oh my God, that was awesome. It's like he's at the rodeo. I can't do it anymore. Anyhow, this guy's a real whack job. But don't get mad at Francis for telling the truth. All Democrats are coming, and they're upset. They're through the roof that he let it out. It's like they got together and said, why did he say it? We made an agreement within the corruption of the Democrat Party that we wouldn't say it. We made an agreement within the Democrat Party that we would always say, we protect your right to hunt, and put a deer in the freezer. You're crazy if you think we're here to take your gun. And Francis jumped out and threw it out there. We're going to take them. So that being said, you get all worked up over that. Leave that up. You get worked up. Boom, 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 boom. But if I told you your grandchildren don't know what the hell they are, a boy or a girl. Well, I was just over the kid's house the other day, and the little boy was doing this, little girl was doing this. They look like a boy and girl to me. Yes, till they get off the school bus and go into the federal state run communist school system, the institutions that we put together, and they go in those doors and they buzz behind them and lock, and everybody's bisexual. They're all bi. And the kids are now being taught, what's your pronoun? And what that's got to do with Kavanaugh is because Kavanaugh encompasses every single thing, family, every single thing that they hate, the evil people hate. So I pulled this. You have to read pretty fast with this. It's hard. How far was it froze? All right. Sorry about that, folks. My camera froze on this end. It's not in the studio. And DJ says we're back. So, okay. So, anyhow, I don't know how far to go back, but so I'm telling you, right? Kids are getting off the school bus, coming in. But I was listening to music one Saturday night, and I came across this song, and I said, hey, that's a pretty nice song. And I told somebody the next day, I said, I was listening to this song and seemed okay, not too bad. I don't know who it is. And the person said, well, you do know the person's gay. I said, I don't know nothing about it. Okay, I was just listening to a song. Well, this morning I found on the internet that this individual, this singer, has put out a statement about, what is it, binary or whatever. Play. You got to read this. This has got a little audio behind it, but you got to read this very quickly, folks. So don't play that one if you have it ready for me. You know which one I want. And you got to read this. I'm setting it up. So go ahead and run that, and then we'll talk about it. identifies as non-binary, right? Is that what it is? Sam Smith. Now, just Sunday, just Sunday, I was sitting down with a 15-year-old young man in high school that told me everything about this. Said everybody in school is bi. Not my grandkids, I'll tell you. Huh? Okay. I'm not getting in it. I understand I'm touching the third rail. I'm a good mom and a good dad. I know what my kids do. I go through their book bag. Okay, I get it. I mean, hell, you think I didn't lie to mom and dad? What is that in your bag? Parsley, Mom. No, cool. This is parsley. We got to take our own seasoning to the cafeteria. You understand? So I came across this morning, and it's on the Gateway Pundit. I know you probably don't like that I even go to the Gateway Pundit, but that's where it is. And he identifies also as a feminist. And I'm hearing that this is it in schools. It's happening everywhere. So I went to look up, all right, let's go to, and we're going to get to the rally, I promise, in just a minute. But I had, where's the whole, there it is. Give me number 15. Okay, number 15 used to be called genderqueer. Okay, non-binary is of gender identities that are not exclusively masculine or exclusively feminine. Identities that are outside the gender binary. Genderqueer is an early term with the same meaning, originating from queer in the 80s. Okay, so zines, right? Queer zines, I guess, of the 80s. I just want to say, folks, you get bent out of shape about your AR-15. I get it. I defend your right. You go and get bent out of shape about so many things. But I'm going to tell you something. When you say make America great again, you better look back 15. You better look forward and go to your kids and push that 15 years back here that are getting ready to grow up. And when they grow up, there is a major effort by Board of Educations all across this country, major effort by state all across this country. What's your pronoun? What the hell's wrong with you damn people? What's your pronoun? My God. Let's take a quick break. I just wanted to do that because I'm telling you, Kavanaugh encompasses everything. I'll take a quick break, come back. We're going to talk about the 6th District of Georgia and wrap up the show with impeachment and the rally last night and the enormous crowd for Elizabeth Warren. Take us to the short break. Let's go short break.